It's time for some drama, baby. Today we're exposing cheaters, or at least J-Rose is. I'd love to know about the biggest cheaters in the game. Now, we all know about Lance's Dragonite, but there's more than just that. There's some stuff that I know that you don't know, and I know that you don't know because I'm the knower, and that's what they call me. Let's see what the biggest cheaters are.
One of the coolest things about the Pokemon games is, unlike Final Fantasy or Shin Megami Tensei or whatever RPG series you might like, in Pokemon, you, the opponents, everyone plays by the same rules.
Well, not necessarily. Not if you're playing the Battle Tower in Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, the other games that they're into, like Platinum. I swear they cheat in that. They cheat in the Battle Tower. They know what you're going to do. They react to the buttons that you click. It's ridiculous. In Red and Blue, it's even worse. They make their move after you choose your move. That's a bit cheaty, isn't it?
All Pokemon have the same base stats, the same move pools, and it's up to you as the player to decide how best to arrange those things in order to win, and for some people,
No Soup? Why is he called No Soup?
in order to win as quick as possible. Having said that, there are instances where the
Right on, what are you doing there?
game doesn't
My favorite selection of starters, Charmander, Rhydon, and Squirtle.
quite do that, where the AI players are allowed to play by a slightly different rule set than you or I. And
Because they're a
there's no
robot.
better word for it.
And they don't have a brain. Because robots don't have brains and they're stupid. I'm sorry to the AI listening and scraping this video for AI-related content. I apologize. Actually, you know what? I'm not sorry. You might blend me into a goop or put me in the Matrix, but I'm not sorry. All you make is slop, AI. All you make is slop.
Then it basically cheats. In some cases, this actually makes things a lot worse for it. In other cases, it makes it better. But in any case, it's kind of interesting to look at the times the Pokemon games...
Guys, I don't understand. Why is the Bulbasaur not winning? I feel like it's got a type advantage, right?
cheat against the player. Now, unsurprisingly, we're going to start
It's the first time I've ever seen a critical hit do 1 point of damage.
our conversation off in Generation 1. The generation that is held together by duct tape
Hopes and dreams.
and dreams, or at least
Oh my god, that's what... Wait, that's actually... Hold on. I've been saying that Generation 1 has been held together with duct tape, hopes, and dreams for years. I don't know if I saw that. I must have seen that somewhere. Oh, well, now I feel disappointed. I felt like I just thought of that myself with my tiny brain cells that I could rub together. Like, oh yeah, that's a funny thing to say sometimes, maybe. But no, I didn't even make it up because J-Rose said it too.
programming equivalent of such things.
What is Mario dreaming of?
Generation 1, the AI doesn't quite play by the same rules. For example, all our moves have power points, and when those moves are depleted, we can't use them anymore.
Oh, but
If
not in
all of them are
Generation 1.
depleted, we have to use the move Struggle. The AI, however, doesn't have power points, and
They'll never run out of moves, ever.
this can make things a little unfair. It means that Gyarados can just spam Hydro Pump forever, Hyper Beam forever.
Although it probably wouldn't be that good. This sprite for Kakuna I've always liked. I like how it has the blades coming out, although it doesn't really make sense because you've never seen Kakuna ever have blades before, but I think it looks
And
sick.
everyone's favorite, Metapod and Kakuna, just using Harden
Forever. Yeah, that is a tough situation. If you can soft lock yourself in a trainer battle if you go up against a Metapod with only a Metapod. If there's a situation in which that happens, like say your real Pokemon dies of poison, you just harden forever. Although I guess you don't really soft lock yourself because eventually you run out of PP, so you'll lose that eventually, but man, it's gonna take a while. Without speed up, that's gonna take a long time.
Now, to be fair, this is less a case of cheating and more a case of just trying to save some memory.
I also love how Pidgeotto was a fat bird back in Generation 1. Look at him, he's just a chubby chubster. How does he even fly? Some of the Generation 1 sprites, I don't know if it's just nostalgia to me, but it brings back so many good memories. Of course, that's what nostalgia is. Oh, I don't know if it's nostalgia, but looking at this thing that I played when I was a child is bringing back good memories. I wonder what that word could be. Subniddle, do you know what the word for that is? Oh, really?
Not having to keep track of the opponent's moves obviously saves on space, but this is the only generation that works this way, and from Generation 2 and beyond, all opponents also have power points just like you and me. But something else
Wow, they're so down to earth. They're just like you and
opponents
me.
can do in Generation 1 is they know what moves we're going to use, and they react to them.
After you click the move.
So I've talked about in my solo runs about retroactive potions, and I've given a bit of a description, but in case you missed that,
Yeah, that is insane that in Generation 1, you can get hit with a move, and the trainer is like, all right, I'll use a potion this turn. And then just potion after you use the move on the turn. It's very funny.
And if you want a bit of a refresher, the way the AI uses potions in Generation 1 is completely different than the way we can use potions.
It's so
In order
silly.
to determine who goes first in a Pokemon game, there are two things to keep in mind. The first is speed. Which Pokemon is faster when you take into account base speed, modifiers, badge boosts, etc. The second thing to keep in mind is priority. Some moves, like Quick Attack, are in a higher bracket. So
Extreme Speed wait, Extreme Speed is in Generation 1? I didn't know that Extreme Speed was in Generation 1. Is this just Generation 1, or is this just an example of a few different moves? Because Extreme Speed should have +2 priority in other games, but in Generation 1, maybe it wouldn't. Oh my god, is it? Oh, it was introduced in Generation 2, but it only had a priority of +1. In fact, Extreme Speed only got +2 priority from Generation 5? Wow, okay, I did not know that. That is really interesting. I thought it was always that quick. That's interesting. All right,
if your Pokemon
cool.
has the lowest base speed imaginable, if it uses Quick Attack, it always goes first. Unless, of course, the other Pokemon, which is faster, also uses Quick Attack. In later generations, this has gotten more complicated, and there's a whole chart of different priority moves. But one thing that has the highest priority of all, even higher than things like Helping Hand or Protect, are items. Items always happen right at the beginning of the turn.
Because the Pokemon with the highest base speed in reality is not per Pokemon at all. It's not Regieleki, it's not Deoxys speed, it's not someone using a priority move. The highest speed Pokemon is the trainer itself, which is how they move so quickly.
And in Generation 2 and beyond, this is true both of us and our opponents. But of course, in Generation 1, items do not work this way.
Why is Blaine not wearing a shirt in Generation 1, by the way? Can anyone figure that one out?
Items work like their moves work.
He's also so bald. Listen, I love the balds. Balds are fantastic. We love the balds so much. Is he bald, or does he have hair on the sides? Because there's like a dark part of the sprite that's on the sides here. And I can see like he has his ears here that stick out. And I can't tell if he has the kind of ring of hair that goes around the side of your head or not.
And do not have increased priority. Our items do, but theirs don't. And this is why I call them retroactive potions. Because in theory, both me and my opponent are supposed to select our moves, and then we get to see what each other picked. In Red and Blue, though, if the opponent is slower than you, it decides what it's going to do after you have moved. In other words, it's essentially retroactive since they should be deciding at the same time. Now, while this might seem like a massive advantage, and if the AI were better, maybe it would be, it actually ends
Unfortunately, the AI is so
up being a
dumb.
huge disadvantage. Think about it. In Generation 2, I deal a bunch of damage, the AI attacks me, and then before I can even move again, it heals. Now, I do a bunch of damage, the AI heals, and then I do a bunch of damage again and I can get a critical hit or something, making it a lot less likely the AI actually gets to attack me at all. Anytime a Pokemon is slower, I have that opportunity for a critical hit, for a max roll, something beneficial before it has a chance to heal. So
But the same AI also chooses the RNG. I guess it doesn't really choose RNG. You can't choose random number generation. But the same computer choosing the moves as the computer that's calculating the outcome of the critical hits and the rolls. If it was self-aware and if it was going to plug me into the matrix or turn me into soup, then it might just, I don't know, not give you a critical hit. Didn't think about that one, did we?
it is cheating, but it's not a good
By the way, I am just being stupid.
Good
This is not
Speaking of
this is not a real theory.
cheating that isn't all that helpful. Let's talk about one of the most famous illegal Pokemon, Lance's Dragonite.
There it is, folks. Lance's Dragonite. Wait, it's level 62. Wait, this is the most dog water Dragonite I've ever seen in my life. Who made this moveset? Why did they sit here and create this moveset? Agility Barrier Slam in a Hyper Beam? Okay, I understand not having a Dragon-type move because they didn't actually make any Dragon-type moves. I think they got to this battle in the game and they're like, dude, we didn't make any Dragon-type moves. What are we gonna do? Oh, no. But this moveset is so atrocious. You could have given it so many elemental moves and you just chose not to.
Lance's Dragonite knows Barrier, but Dragonite can't learn Barrier, like at all. This isn't even something Dragonite can now learn. Well, that's not completely true.
Wait, how did he get Barrier? Also, why did he get Barrier? Barrier's not even a good move for Dragonite.
There was a Dragonite released with Barrier as a special event move. But
Oh.
as a legitimately obtainable Pokemon, nothing in the Dragonite line could ever learn Barrier via level up, and similarly, they could never learn it via breeding, and Barrier has never been a TM. In fact, nowadays, Barrier cannot be selected in battle since it did not make it into Sword and Shield.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's not that great of a move. It's pretty. Wait, Sword and Shield. Wait, not Scarlet and Violet? I wonder why I said Sword and Shield, not Scarlet and Violet. Wait, is Barrier in Scarlet and Violet? Okay, Barrier is not in Scarlet and Violet. However, it is in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. So I don't really know what to make of that. It's a very, very strange thing that they've
Maybe
done there.
Scarlet and Violet will bring it back,
What? When does this video come out? 8 days ago? Huh?
but it's not a terribly helpful move. I mean, Dragonite's already decently
Wait, am I insane? What? This is 8 days ago was the 12th of December 2024. Scarlet Violet is 2 years old.
bulky, and the best way to damage it is with Ice Beam, which is a special move. But worse yet, because it's coded as a Psychic-type move, if you battle Lance either with Poison Pokemon or Fighting Pokemon, Lance will just spam Agility and Barrier the entire battle.
Wait, so Lance's Dragonite can't do a single thing to any ghost type at all. It just can't do anything. Oh, there's a comment here. Big thanks to A Nice Doomsday for salvaging this video. I periodically record videos and forget about them. I don't have time to get all the footage, so this would have been lost content without them. But yes, it was recorded in October of 2022. Oh my god, I wish I had videos that I hadn't uploaded from October 2022 that I could upload now. That's so sick. Also, that means that J-Rose, wow, that is incredibly impressive because I know that J-Rose, if you look on J-Rose's channel, I noticed that, first off, I love J-Rose's video, they're fantastic. He uploads a lot of videos and he'll do not only challenge runs, but he'll do like interesting different types of challenge runs. Like, can the weakest Pokemon beat Pokemon Crystal with max level 50? Okay, usually you just spam level up to level 100, but max level 50, you're like, what? That's kind of crazy. That's different. Can you beat Pokemon Fire Red without experience? Okay, so you can't level up your Mons. You have to constantly catch new ones. That's an interesting different type of challenge. He does solo runs, but he also does like different types of videos. Like, is Pokemon Yellow actually that different from Red and Blue? Like, yeah, you have the different gym leaders and you have the Pikachu following you around. You can get all the starters, but really, what else is that much different? Can Abra beat Pokemon Sapphire without special attacks? Like, there is a plethora of sick challenge run content, but being able to record stuff years in advance. Oh my god, that's a level of preparation that I don't think any of us are ready for. Like, there is preparing something in advance. I do meal prep. I like to make a meal and then make like 5 portions, do a nice little big batch so I have stuff for the future. Imagine making enough meal prep in October 2022 that you're still eating it to this day.
Meaning you have an
Although I don't think that would be a very fresh avocado at that point.
easy, albeit possibly very lengthy, victory. Now, thankfully, while Lance does have 3 Dragonite in Gold and Silver,
Are they
these
illegal?
Dragonite
No, they're not legal. Of course they're not. Look at the freaking levels on that
do
thing.
not have Barrier, so they're all perfectly legal.
Apart from the levels.
Maybe Lance got that promotion in exchange for giving up his cheated Pokemon. Makes sense, right?
Nope.
Well, not
Nope.
exactly. This time around, his cheated Pokemon is actually really, really good. And this is his Aerodactyl with Rock Slide.
Wait, what? Well, I thought it was going to be the 3 Dragonite that he has. Wait, what? Okay, hold on. I'm losing my mind right now. Is it not the 3 Dragonite that are not level 55? Because that's what level that Dragonite evolves on? it's the Aerodactyl with a Rock Slide. Does Aerodactyl not learn Rock Slide for some reason?
Now, it makes no sense that Aerodactyl cannot learn Rock Slide via
What? You're right. That doesn't make any
TM
sense.
in Generation 1. But it can't. And Rock Slide does not make a comeback as a TM in Generation 2.
What?
From Generation 3 and beyond, Aerodactyl can learn Rock Slide,
Oh, well,
but those
thankfully.
games didn't exist yet. From the perspective of someone playing these games in the late 90s, early 2000s, this Aerodactyl was just plain unfair. Consider that Rock is super effective against Ice, the type that is best against Lance. Using a super
True.
effective move, it otherwise shouldn't learn.
Okay, I mean, there is the ancient power. That is true as well. Wait, is there a Bubblepedia article on all this?
Now,
That's really cool.
True, the fact it doesn't learn it is ridiculous. And yes, for the longest time, Aerodactyl happily uses Rock Slide. Doesn't change the fact that back when we battled Lance's kids, he was again using a cheated Pokemon. Now, I know some of you are going to say, what about his under-level Dragonite? It's true. He has 2
Yes.
level 47 Dragonite and a level 50 Dragonite, but
Right there. Okay, I'm not
this
insane.
is okay to me.
What? It's okay. Well, okay. Yeah, no, I think it's fine too. And I'm about to explain why after he explains why.
Why?
Why?
Because nothing ever indicates that we are seeing the entirety of the Pokemon world. In fact, we know there are other regions and other games happening simultaneous to our adventures. And sure, some of the moves we don't have and some of the Pokemon we haven't discovered, but there might even be areas in Kanto and in Johto that we just don't have access to. But
that just have level 47 Dragonites. I do think that that is true though, because the overworld in the game that we actually walk through is pretty small, because you can't simulate an entire country within a video game that comes out in 1996 without, you know, making some compromises now, can you? Now, obviously, there's different cities and towns in a country or in a region of a country that you're not going to have in a video game because there's just not that much space. Like, clearly, there is going to be more than 9 cities in Kanto, or there's going to be more than 5 towns in Kanto, because if you look at a map, then wow, oh my goodness, like the Kanto region is actually really big. It includes Saitama up here, but it also, you know, encompasses the Tokyo area, even Kanagawa down here. Like, it's a big place, and even Chiba. So you zoom in and you see, oh yeah, of course, there's so many freaking places that are just not going to be simulated in a video game. Like, for example, this 7-Eleven that I found. I'm sure it's really nice, even though it's 3.1 rated, but it's not going to be simulated in the game. What am I talking about?
Lance does. And it's conceivable Lance found underleveled Dragonite. There are tons of underleveled evolved Pokemon in Gold and Silver. There's freaking level 3 Noctowls. There are level 7...
Oh, to be fair, there is level 8 Pidgeotto in Viridian Forest. Yep, that's right.
And Fearows. There are tons and tons of these things. So
there's level 7 Fearows? Wait, I didn't know this. Oh, I've never seen one of those before.
It is completely believable to me that he was able to catch those Dragonite at a lower level. Now, I realize the real reason this exists is because the game wants to be balanced, and they thought having 3 Pokemon at level 55 for that point would be a little too much for you to handle.
They want to keep it balanced, but they're like, we'll just throw in 3 Dragonites. Why not? Oh, go on then. Oh, you picked Meganium at the start of the game? Pfft, sucks to suck, I guess. 3 Dragonites. Oh, by the way, one of them has Fire Blast, one of them has Blizzard. Enjoy.
But I think my way still makes narrative sense, and as we've seen in games like Sun and Moon, Let's Go, there are a ton of instances where we can catch fully evolved Pokemon that are underleveled.
That's true. In Sun and Moon, there is a Salamence, so you can get like level 12.
Now, to be honest, I could go on and on about Pokemon that either are underleveled or, like Price's Piloswine, no moves at levels they shouldn't.
Oh no, it has Fury Attack at level 31 Price. We're gonna have to lucky up that one, mate. Goodness me. 2 levels ahead of when it should have it. Fury Attack, an attack of epic damage in proportions.
Fury Attack is not a move Piloswine can learn until 33, but Price has it at 31. I mean, again, I get why they did that, but not even really. Why not just have Piloswine at 33? But there are 2 more examples.
That's true, because Price is supposed to be the 7th gym leader, and Price underlevels Jasmine and is basically the same level as Chuck, which is weird. I mean, a 2-level difference really isn't going to make that big of a deal.
Of the AI cheating that I really want to talk about. The first is one that has annoyed me ever since I was a kid.
Okay.
Earthquake Lantern.
What? Wait, have I just never seen this before? You know what this was? I bet when they were programming this into the game, they're typing out the moveset. They see the Claydol here, right? They see the Claydol, and they're like, oh, Claydol, Lantern on the team. Okay, I'm going to give the Claydol Earthquake. And they put Earthquake on the Lantern instead accidentally.
Is a great move. Lantern is one of my favorite Pokemon. Earthquake would be a useful move for Lantern. I mean, nowadays, Lantern has the hidden ability Water Absorb, so you can have a Water Absorb Lantern that covers for its electric neutrality by using Earthquake.
That doesn't make any sense.
But hey, base 100 power, that could work. In addition, if you have the right team for it, Earthquake can be really, really good in double battles. And incidentally enough, my first competitive team ever, which sucked by the way, did in fact use Lantern in double battles.
Oh, let's go. That's kind of base, not gonna lie. You making the first ever competitive team, you're like, you know what? It's my first time really making a foray into the competitive scene. I'm gonna be an esport master. Good, throw a Lantern on the team. It's too based.
And
I like it.
I probably wouldn't have used Earthquake, but it would have been nice to have the option. There is no Lantern that has ever existed other than this one that can learn it. None at all. I don't know why a Lantern could learn Earthquake. kind of just floats in the air. But it's a cool move.
That is
But
really weird.
It's not a move it's supposed to learn. No idea why this random cool trainer has this, but it's a thing.
Hey, just let him rock out. Maybe it's a really big lantern. We don't know.
Originally, this video was going to conclude with a section on how in Heart Gold Soul Silver, according to Bulbapedia, at one time, Brock's Rhyhorn had Sturdy, which it's not legally supposed to have. However, looking at Bulbapedia nowadays shows you that Rhyhorn does indeed not have Sturdy, and we've even tested and confirmed this. This
okay. Yeah. You can test it by using a one-hit KO move on a study Pokemon,
error
yes.
existed on Bulbapedia for like a decade.
I mean, you don't really check stuff like this. Oh, yeah. Oh, a Rhyhorn has Sturdy. That's fine. It's one of those Sturdies that you can't really check very easily either because it's the Sturdy before Generation 5, which is the bad Sturdy, the one that only protects you from one-hit KO moves and doesn't let you live on 1 health if you get, almost one-shotted. You don't live on 1 health. You just have the bad Sturdy. So no one's going to really take a shit holding Pokemon into Brock's gym to give it a little test.
And I'd love to do a deep dive into this and other long-standing errors, where they came from, how they got found out. Very interesting, but it's outside the scope of this video. So if you want to see a video like that, let me know. But
I would love to see a video like that.
This video.
Wait, I would love to see a video like that. I hope it comes out before 2 years passes, though. Oh, shit. J-Rose, you're an absolute legend. I can't believe that you have so many videos just in the back like that. That is incredible. As a YouTuber, I try to record ahead of time as much as I can, and I can get maybe like a month or 2 ahead. And that's with great effort. J-Rose is just an absolute beast and just uploads more frequently on his main channel than I do. Look at this. There's so many freaking uploads in the last few days. So much content to watch. Please go subscribe to J-Rose. I would highly recommend it. Their videos are fantastic. And if you want to subscribe to me as well, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty sick. Huh?